the children join me up front for some interactive participation. Parental units or grandparental units, you may accompany your children if so needed. The Gary Foster Jazz Trio is going to be playing the delightful music of Vince Guaraldi. Plus, we'll have a rendition by Eric Whitaker of the beloved Margaret Wise Brown children's book, Goodnight Moon, sung tonight by Kai Okada. And then a special choral performance by the College of Marin Chamber Singers, directed by Laura Wiebe. And then also we'll be mixing in some responsive Christmas readings, which means you participate in those. They are in your bulletin. And finally, we're going to be probably somewhere in the program, we'll be taking up a goodwill offering to help with some of the expenses of tonight's program and to support the Tomales Presbyterian Church Historic Building Fund. You knew that existed, right? And one more thing, hot cider and goodies after the program, so you don't want to miss that. Stay around. I'd say let's get started with some jazz by the Gary Foster Trio. Christmas litany. Please join in. That's printed in your bulletin. Light looked down and saw darkness.
I will go there, said light.
Peace looked down and saw war.
I will go there, said peace.
Love looked down and saw hatred.
I will go there, said love.
So the light and peace and love came down
and crept in beside us.
May it happen to us again this Christmas.
Yes, may it happen again.
And now the College of Marin Chamber Singers. And now, a Christmas prayer. Please join. When the world was dark and the city was quiet, you came.
You crept in beside us.
Will you come into the darkness of tonight's world, the fearful darkness in which people have stopped believing that war will end or that food will come?
Will you come into that darkness and do something different to save your people from death and despair?
And will you come into the dark corners and the quiet places of our lives?
We ask this because the fullness of our lives long for depends upon us being open and vulnerable to you as you were to us.
When you came wearing no more than diapers, trusting human hands to hold their maker.
Will you come into our lives to be open unto you and do something different?
When the world was dark and the city was quiet, you came.
You crept in beside us.
May it happen again this Christmas.
Yes, may it happen again.
Would the children like to come up and join me up here for a reading of A Charlie Brown Christmas? I see some out there, children. Hi, guys. Okay. Now you gotta help me out by joining in at the right time. I'll let you know what you're supposed to do, okay? Are you guys in? Any more? Any more? Yeah, come on. Yeah, good idea. Too much about the bass player. Christmas time was here. The time when snowflakes fell softly and the sounds of carols rang through the air. It was the time filled with happiness, and for children everywhere, it was their favorite time of year. don't understand Christmas," Charlie Brown said as a light snow began to fall. "I might be getting presents and sending Christmas cards and decorating trees, but I'm still not happy. I always end up feeling depressed." "You're the only person I know who can take a wonderful season like Christmas and turn it into a problem," Lyons replied. "Lucy's right. Of all of the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Browniest." At the local skating pond, the boys found their friends playing a round of Crack the Whip. Snoopy grabbed Linus's blanket to drag him onto the ice, but he caught Charlie Brown in it and sent him flying into a snowbank. Charlie Brown wasn't surprised. Things like that always happened to him. In the holiday season, when he didn't get cards and even his own dog ignored him, only made it more obvious. He needed someone to talk to. Lucy dashed over to her psychiatry booth to meet Charlie Brown. "May I help you?" she asked. "I'm in sad shape," Charlie Brown replied with a sigh. "My trouble is Christmas. I just don't understand it. Instead of feeling happy, I feel sort of let down." Lucy knew just how to fix Charlie Brown's problem. "You need to get involved in a Christmas project," she declared. "How would you like to be the director of our Christmas play?" "Me? But I don't know anything about directing a Christmas play," Charlie Brown fretted. "Don't worry, I'll be there to help you," Lucy said. "I'll meet you in the auditorium." Just then, Snoopy walked past, carrying a box filled with decorations. Charlie Brown followed Snoopy back to his doghouse. "What's going on here?" Charlie Brown asked. And Snoopy handed him a flyer. And Charlie Brown read, "Find the true meaning of Christmas." There we go. "Find the true meaning of Christmas. Win money, money, money at the spectacular super colossal lights and display contest." "Oh no, my own dog has gone commercial. I can't stand it." Charlie Brown threw the flyer on the ground. Sally. "I've been looking for you, big brother," she said sweetly. "Will you please write a letter to Santa Claus for me?" Sally knew exactly what she wanted, but her list was so long. She decided it would be easier to just ask for money. "How about tens of 20s, she suggested. "Tens of 20s? Oh, even my baby sister," Charlie Brown groaned. Surely Christmas was about more than money and presents. to the stage. Okay, let's get right down to work. It's important that you pay strict attention to the director. Am I right? I said, am I right?
Yes.
But no one paid any attention to Charlie Brown. They just started dancing again. They started dancing again. You guys are a hard crowd. Stop the music! Charlie Brown yelled. We're going to do this play and we're going to do it right. Lucy, pass out those scripts and costumes. So one by one, the kids found out that their roles in the play. Frida would play the innkeeper's wife, Pigpen would play the innkeeper, Shirley would play the shepherd, and Snoopy would play all of the animals in the script, and even some that weren't. Let's rehearse the scene at the end, directed Charlie Brown. Let's take it from the top. Places, action! But once more, the kids started dancing and fooling around, and Charlie Brown rolled his eyes. Good grief! More dancing. There we go. And you guys, not dancing, you're not going to do that. That does it, Charlie Brown exclaimed. If we're ever going to get this play off the ground, we've got to have some cooperation. Let's face it, replied Lucy. We all know that Christmas is a big commercial racket. Well, this is one play that's not going to be commercial, Charlie Brown insisted. We need the proper mood. We need a Christmas tree. Lucy nodded excitedly. A great big shiny aluminum Christmas tree. That's it, Charlie Brown. You get the tree and I'll handle this crowd. Okay, I'll take Linus with me. The rest of you, practice your lines and dance. Charlie Brown said firmly. Get the biggest aluminum tree you can find, Charlie Brown, yelled Lucy. Yeah, do something right for a change, Charlie Brown, added Peppermint Patty as the boys walked into the cold winter night. Christmas tree line. It was filled with shiny metal trees, polka-dotted trees, and trees of every color of the rainbow. Clank, clank, clank. Linus knocked on one of the metal trees. "Gee, do they still make wooden Christmas trees?" said Linus. He didn't see anything like that in a Christmas tree lot. Then Charlie Brown spotted a small, scraggly pine tree. It had a wooden trunk and soft green needles. "This little green one here seems to need a good home," he said excitedly. "I don't know, Charlie Brown. Remember what Lucy said. This doesn't seem to fit the modern spirit." "I don't care," Charlie Brown insisted. "We'll decorate it and it will be just right for our play. Besides, I think it needs me." Soon, Charlie Brown and Linus walked into the stage. "We're back," Charlie Brown announced as he set the tree on top of Schroeder's piano. When the kids rushed over to see the tree, their mouths dropped in shock. The scraggly little tree was not what they had expected. "You were supposed to get a good tree. Can't you even get a good tree can't you tell a good tree from a poor tree?" "You're hopeless, Charlie Brown," added Peppermint Patty. Charlie Brown sighed. "I shouldn't have picked this little tree. Everything I do turns into a disaster. I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?" "Sure, Charlie Brown," replied Linus. "I can tell you what Christmas is all about."
And there were in the same country shepherds, abiding in a field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them. They were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born in this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in a swaddling clothes, lying in a manger." And suddenly there was the angel of multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill towards men." That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown picked up the tree and walked outside. He stared up at the night sky. "Linus is right," he said. "I won't let all this commercialism ruin my Christmas. I'll take this little tree home and decorate it, and I'll show them it really will work for our play." When he passed Snoopy's doghouse, Charlie Brown pulled a shiny red ornament off the doghouse and proudly hung it on the tree. But the tiny tree buckled under the weight of the ornament. A look of horror crossed Charlie Brown's face. "I killed it!" Good rescue. "Oh, everything I touch gets ruined." His head hung in defeat. Charlie Brown sadly walked away. Then the rest of the Peanuts gang arrived. I never thought it was such a bad little tree, Linus said. He straightened the tree's bent trunk and wrapped his blanket around its base. It's not bad at all, really. It just needs a little love. And without speaking, the other kids took their lights and ornaments off Snoopy's doghouse and used them to decorate. And before their very eyes, it transformed into a beautiful Christmas tree. Charlie Brown walked up to the group and barely recognized the tree. "What's going on here?" he exclaimed. "Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown," the kids exclaimed, and together, gathered around that beautiful Christmas tree, they all began to sing, "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." And that's the end of our story. Thank you, As I mentioned earlier, we'd like to take an offering while we're doing that. The College of Marin Chamber Singers will bring us another hymn.
Go, go, tell it on the mountain. Go, go, the hills and everywhere. Go, go, tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Go, go, tell it on the mountain. Go, over the hills and everywhere. Go, go, tell it
please join with me in a Christmas blessing. When we offer a glass of water to a thirsty person,
It is Christmas.
when we clothe a naked person with a gown of love,
It is Christmas.
when we wipe the tears from weeping eyes,
It is Christmas.
and when the spirit of revenge dies in me,
It is Christmas.
when in my heart I no longer want to stay apart,
It is Christmas.
may we know this Christmas. I want to thank all of those who participated in our program tonight. The Gary Foster Jazz Trio with Gary Foster at the piano. Noah Casey, a high school student at Archuleta High School. And Lee Carlton, who's not in high school anymore. That is a quick story about Lee. He actually played with Vince Guaraldi back in the 60s for several gigs. I don't know how many, but there were many. So he's been around for a while and knows his music like in the back of his hand. So thank you, the Gary Foster Jazz Trio. Also want to thank special guest Jeffrey Paul, who played on the piano. And as Lioness, Grace Maloney, Mike Barrett. And then finally, the College of Marin Chamber Singers with Laura Weavy as the director. Their names are all listed there in the program. Thank you, Kai, for Good Night Moon. Let's hear a little bit more jazz, and the program will end.
Amen.